Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aja. If you want to follow me on any social media platform, I have Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I just got TikTok. Um, if you want to know what my last video was about Grammy nominations, I believe. And I also talked about the new Adele album 30, and you should stream that immediately. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about Alrawabi School for Girls. And you're probably going, what is that? And I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna explain the whole shebang to you. Have you seen this show? You know. You know. Okay, so let's roll up on how I fell upon the show. I was on Discord and I was on voice call with my friends, and we were like, let's just watch something, because we used to do like a movie night or something every Friday, and we didn't have any movies we wanted to watch, so we were like, let's just see what we could find on Netflix. And my friend fell upon Alrawabi School for Girls, and they were like, let's just watch this. It is a Jordanian show, so you have to switch it to the English dub version to watch it if you don't speak that language, or whatever language you speak. You have to switch it to the dub version of the language that you speak, because it is like, I don't know what the language is, but it's set in Jordan, and whatever language they speak there, that's what they're speaking in. Okay, we were watching this show and we watched the first episode, and then I was like, why are we watching this? And I was like, I can't take it no more, because the first episode's really heavy. And so my friend, she just skipped to like the last 5 minutes of the last episode. There's only like 6 episodes. And I was like, you know what? No. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's watch the whole thing. So we literally watched all 6 episodes in one night. This show's wild. This show is wild. Okay, so I'm looking at my little notes, explaining the plot and stuff to me. And so, let's get into this. So we start out with this girl, Miriam. She's literally getting pushed to the ground. The ambulance is showing up because she hit her head, and you're just looking at it and you're like, what just happened? And then you see the principal interrogating like people who think did it, and I thought it was Dina at first. It wasn't. It wasn't Dina. So then it goes back to 2 weeks to see what led up to her literally almost dying. Like, she almost died. She hit her head on a rock, y'all. She was about to die. Like, she was bleeding. So this girl named Leanne, she was bullying Miriam and her friend Dina. I don't know what the reason is, but she's just mean and she's a bully. And Leanne has these two other friends, Rakaya and Rayanne. Raina? What's her name? I think it's Raina and Rakaya. So she got like, it's kind of like Mean Girls, where it's like there's a main mean girl and there's like the two side chick mean girls. They're not as mean, but they're mean adjacent because they're associated with the main mean girl. It's like that type of thing going on there. And so they're on the school bus, and Leanne sneaks off the school bus to go see her boyfriend. And so she's skipping school to see her boyfriend. And then so the kids get to school, and then we meet this new girl named Noaf. So she's new to school, and later on that day, I'm only mentioning Noaf. I'm trying to mention all the characters to you who are in the show. So later on that day, Miriam like snitches on Leanne. She's like, I saw her sneaking off the bus. But like, and even, but like the principal, what's her name? Mrs. Phaeton, she doesn't care. Why doesn't she care? Because Land's dad, I think, like, funds the school or something. Like, he's a very powerful man. And, so Land getting in trouble isn't, like, a good thing to do, because then the dad will get mad and might get mad at the principal in the school and take away funding or say something or do something. And it's like a private school that these girls go to, so she's like, I don't really care if she skips school. So like, because Leanne knows Miriam told, she's like, I'm gonna beat that bitch up. So Leanne and her friend Rakaya, they literally beat Miriam up after school. They're like punching her. Punching her. Rakaya kicks her multiple times, and then Leanne pushes her and she hits her head on a rock, and they run. They basically leave her to dead. But like, who was there to see everything that happened? Who was there to also record it? Noah. So Noah comes in. She's like, let me call the ambulance. And they were interrogating. But what happens? What happens? So they're like interrogating the girls, and the girls are meeting up, and they're like, Leanne goes up to Noah and she's like, you better stay silent, or yada yada yada, or else. And then Leanne, the way Leanne gets out of it is she blames her beating up Miriam because Miriam sexually assaulted her, which was a lie. She literally took Miriam's hands and placed them on her and then said, oh my gosh, it's just sexual. I'm like, and I'm like, okay. So basically, Miriam gets suspended for a few days. Her family is like, who are you? Leanne is like so prideful. Noah should have showed the video in the first place, but she didn't because of the threat Leanne gave her. And it was a whole mess. And I was so done with the show after this episode. And I was like, why are we watching this? And then, but we skipped to them last 5 minutes of the last episode. And I was like, no, we have to go back. Stuff wasn't making sense from what I just saw in this episode. So the second episode, I actually did not have a lot to say about the second episode. I wrote, now that Miriam's back at school from being off suspension and her head feels better and yada yada, she is a bit traumatized. I think she had like a concussion for a couple of more days. But she's all about revenge. She's like, I'm gonna get revenge. And I was with it at first, but just wait until where you see I'm gonna hop off the Miriam train. So what Miriam goes for Leanne. So she plays this audio of Leanne and Rakaya and Raina trash talking like a bunch of the staff at the school, and she plays it for the teachers, and they're all like, So now like they have to do trash duty and they have to miss soccer tryouts. So like they upset about that, and then Noah apologized to Miriam for not saying anything about like how Leanne literally almost left her for dead, and Miriam accepts the apology eventually, and so they both start to scheme revenge because Noah wasn't really cool with how Leanne did that. I think she threatened like to beat up her little sister or something, like Noah's little sister or something about something that connected to why she transferred schools. I don't remember what it was, but she was with the shits and giggles of getting revenge on them. So she's in on this plan now, right? Nothing really happens a lot in that episode besides that. Third episode. So what happened? Oh, I guess this kind of happened in the second episode. So Dina, when Miriam was off suspension, Dina tried to get in all buddy buddy with Leanne and them. And so Miriam was like, "You're gonna be friends with them. You're trying to be friends with them, and they almost killed me." So she was not feeling Dina. Noah wasn't feeling Dina either until like Leanne played this nasty trick on Dina. She smeared like red, I want to say it's like red paint or something on her pants to make it look like she was bleeding through her white pants and embarrassed her in the school. So now Dina's like, you know what? Yeah, F them. Please let me in on this scheme revenge plan. So in order for Miriam and Noah to trust Dina. They have her join the plan to get revenge, but she has to be like a spy, like in the inside scoop type of thing. So Rakaya, she wears a hijab, and she's kind of like the only one there kind of that wears a hijab. They don't have to wear it, but like because she's known for wearing it all the time, her taking it off would be a really big deal and kind of like a bad thing. So they go to this charity event after school. They have school because it's a private school. They wear school uniforms. So after school, when they go to the charity event that's at the school, they like switch into their like normal everyday wear. And in the bathroom, like Rakaya's telling Leanne and them about this guy that she met online, and they're like, you should do a little, like a little bra strap pick for him, maybe take your hair down at the hijab and stuff. And but they don't know that the guy that Rakaya is talking to is really Miriam catfishing her. So they're at this charity event, and Leanne sings this really good song. I don't remember what it was, but it was bumping. And we get past that. We get to like Dina trying to distract them. So like, cause they invited their boyfriends and then they try to sneak off with their boyfriends. And so they needed like Dina to distract, like I think who was it, Rakaya for a second, so that they could try to get them in trouble for having the boyfriends and sneaking off. And then but the whole thing was like they were catfishing Rakaya, and then Rakaya goes into the bathroom because she gets peer pressure eventually to just take a pic, and she literally took a pic of her without the hijab on. But when they took that pic, because like they like put like they like kind of hacked her phone somehow, and like they took that pic from the phone that she sent to the guy, right? And like they posted on her Facebook, bro. And that's when I was off the Miriam train. She did that was way too far. They literally her parents pulled Rakaya out of school, like she was embarrassed. The whole school sees it. Like her whole life is ruined because of this. And I was like, and Miriam did not feel bad about it at all. And I was like, no, I could do the whole like record, them talking ish about the. I could get on to that type of revenge type of thing, but no, no, that one was too far, and that's when I started hating Miriam. She didn't need to ruin Homegirl's life like that. Like I've only known Rakaya for like 3 episodes, and now I don't even know her anymore because she doesn't come in the rest of the episode because she got pulled out of school, and then we don't know her no more. Like I know Rakaya kicked Miriam, literally kicked her, but and did leave her for dead, and did, but I just think that was I just didn't think we need to do it like that, like there was a different way to go around it, so that's when I was like, I don't care about Miriam, F Miriam, okay. So the next episode, fourth episode, not a lot happens. Um, it's basically like it's Miriam, and we're finding out that she takes antidepressants and she writes in a journal after the fall and stuff. And Lan finds her antidepressants in her journal, and she makes copies of the journal for everyone to read. Excuse me. And to embarrass her and make her feel bad about being depressed. I still didn't feel bad for her after the thing with Ricardo. Did not care. So then Miriam is like, I should just transfer schools. I'm done with this bullying thing. Yada yada yada. And the only reason Leanne did that was because Miriam got chose to be on like the competitive soccer team over Leanne and stuff, and she was mad about it. The other friend, Rainia. Is that what I've been saying this whole time? I don't know. Anyway, so Rainia and Miriam get on the team, but not Leanne. So she's mad about that. And so she does the whole thing, shebang. And so, but like, she was about to transfer schools. She was about to ask her mom to transfer schools, but like, Dina and Noah are like, no, don't do that, please. Don't do that. And they change her mind, but I don't really care. Like, she could have transferred schools. I mean, she should have transferred schools in the first place if she was getting bullied like that and the school wasn't going to do anything about it. But I mean, I guess it's like a really good private school for her to go to for education wise. But whatever. Fifth episode, they go on this school trip. I should also mention the private schools, all girls. That's the point of the show, Alrawabi School for Girls. Okay, so like, right. So this is where we really see Miss Queen of Beer shine. Miss of Beer's a teacher at the school. We see her a few times, but this is where my queen really shines. She's really starting to shine in these second two episodes. Justice for Miss of Beer. So, cause she be taking way too much of these kids' shit. Yeah. And so, Leanne, Rainia, and Noah have the room together. And Noah doesn't really mind. And Miriam is like, why do you not mind? And Noah is like, listen, I'm just rooming with them. Don't listen. I'm not doing no type of revenge thing this weekend. I'm not doing it. And Miriam's like, ugh. And so, yeah. And then we also learned Rainia's dad is an alcoholic in this episode. Like, she was trying to leave for the school trip, and her dad was like, you can't go, but he already gave her permission to go. And the mom was like, just go, I'll deal with him. He's like an alcoholic, so that's a thing to remember. And so we really kind of see Leanne progress in this episode as a person, because Noah was literally getting hit on in the tub, the hot tub, that this old man, he was literally all up on her. It was so nasty. And Leanne was like, you better get away from her. And so she was really helping the sister out. Like, she actually kind of had a good heart. I guess she just doesn't like Miriam. I don't either. And so, but then she gets a little upset that Noah won't tell Miss Abir about it. And she's like, no, I don't know why, but like, that's the thing. Some people just don't like saying stuff. They just rather forget about it. So then Noah is like, y'all aren't bad people. Y'all aren't as bad as Miriam's making y'all seem, So she's like, I'm not doing the plan, Miriam. I'm not doing it this weekend. And Miriam's like, fuck you. And Noah is like, whatever. So then, Leanne and Rainia take Noah to this club because they're like, if we leave her here, she's going to tell Miriam and then they're going to snitch on us. We might as well take her with her. And so they go to this club, and then we see Club outfit Noah, and it's so cute. And then they see their BFFs, and then Rainia's boyfriend hits on Noah. And Noah was like, Rainia, he's hitting on me. And Rainia's like, why would you even say that? And I'm like, why don't you just believe that your boyfriend's just like unfaithful? And then Leanne is like not really saying much, and Noah was like, but then like because Miriam finds out that they left, she snitches on them to Miss Beer. So then we're seeing Miss Beer get into the club, and she only catches Rainia, and Rainia covers for Leanne and Noah. And obviously they're getting in trouble, yada yada. Leanne and Noah eventually get back to the room, and before Miss Abir Rainia can, so they can look like they're in their pajamas and they were in the room because they were looking for Rainia and yada yada. They had a really good cover story, and but because Rainia got caught, Rainia's parents are getting caught. Remember, her dad's an alcoholic, so she comes back to school after the trip with like a black eye because her dad hit her. So that's also Miriam's fault. You see how she just can't mind her business. She's literally ruining people's lives. I mean, they could have ruined. I understand that they could have like she could have died that day, but like, I don't think, I don't think you should be going tick for tat like that. Like, because I died, you should also be abused in some type of way. Like, I don't think that's like the right thing to go. Like, you should be. If you're gonna do revenge, let's do it a different way, like this. So, last episode, ugh, we really start getting introduced into Leanne's dad. So Leanne's dad is like this powerful head figure. She has lots of brothers. And so the dad is like, your brothers are going to protect you. And like, so they're overprotective brothers. And so Leanne having a boyfriend isn't really safe for her. Like, if her brothers or her dad found out, some bad things will happen. So Miriam overhears again from the bus that Leanne's gonna go sneak off with her boyfriend later. And then like in class when they're like taking attendance, she's like, I think she was on the bus this morning, and then she's not here. So, you know, so then Mr. Beer's trying to do her job, and she goes to the principal. She's like, Leanne's not here. What are we gonna do about that? And the principal's like brushing it off because there's like some big award that the school's gonna get that day. She doesn't really care about Leanne. She's like, I'll deal with it later. But like Miss Abir knows she's not gonna deal with it later because of the whole power thing. So she goes ahead and calls, I think, the brother or the parents to come down and be like, where's your daughter? Your daughter's not here. So now she was just doing her job. Okay, just for Mr. Beer. Um. So, but then like I don't know how Miriam gets the Leanne's brother's number, but she does, and she texts him like, I know where she is. She's with her boyfriend over here, and like, but she also didn't hear the part where actually no. Let me back up. Rainier told Noah and Dina that like Lan's family is dangerous, so they have to try to go talk to Miriam from like getting like Lan's family involved with the whole she stuck off to her boyfriend thing, but she does not care. So she texts Lan's brother. Anyway, I don't remember how she got Lan's brother's number, and she tells him where Leanne is. And so, but he's like in the school office, and then he's like, I'm gonna go deal with this. But like, little did we know, Leanne's brother has a gun. So he goes up there to find Leanne and her boyfriend, right? And he has a gun, and he's shooting it at. First, she was pointing the gun at the boyfriend, and then he pointed the gun at Leanne. That's his sister. And then all we hear is a gunshot. So we don't even know if Leanne dies, if the boyfriend died. We don't, if it's like a warning shot. We don't know. We don't know. It was so scary. But like, Miriam did not care at all. And the dad was mad because Leanne was in school. So he's like, I'm gonna cut all types of blah, blah, blah. I don't remember what he said, but he was mad at the principal. And the principal got mad at Mr. Beer. And Mr. Beer was just simply doing her job. How about she just fill the sister in? Whatever. So, but like Miriam's so proud of herself for getting revenge and basically ruining the lives of these three girls and getting Noah and Dina all involved like this. She's so proud of herself. Like, she's literally the mean girl now. And like, literally, Leanne could be dead right now because of Miriam. I know that. I know the contrast, but fuck Miriam. I don't care about her. Only characters I really care about in this show are Noah and Miss Beer. And Dina too. She didn't do anything too bad. So, justice for Dina too. Justice for Noah and justice for Miss Beer. Yeah, justice for Kaya too and Rainia. Actually, justice for all of them except Miriam. She can go to hell. So, that's what I have to say about this show. That was like kind of the rundown. It just sounds interesting. I just need to know what happens. I need to know if Leanne's alive. I need a season 2. So I need all of you guys to go watch the show so I can see if Leanne lives and Mary going to jail or something. And just for Miss Beer again, because she's queen. And, you know, I just want y'all to watch this. It's really good. I watched it all in one night with my friends. We just had so much to say about it. It was just like so intriguing. Like, the first episode is really like rough, but like once you get past all of that, it's picking up and rolling. You can really get into it. It's just 6 episodes too. Like, these Netflix original shows being set in different countries and stuff are so good. And I hate how they only be like 6 episodes to 7 episodes. Come on, let's get the full 10. Stranger Things got like 10 episodes. So like, come on, we can do it. So please stream Alrawabi School for Girls. I would like a renewal. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content from me, subscribe and hit the notification bell for when I do post. And leave a comment down below if you've seen this show or if it made you want to watch the show. And then that's all I have to say. Follow me on social media if you want to. I said that in the beginning. And I hope you have a great day.